What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. As you can see behind me is a updated new kind of overview of Caldera where we can see some of the buildings, some of the open ground, how these densities are spread out. So I'm going to take a quick run through. I am actually going to drastically shrink the size of the cam so you can see everything hopefully, and then we're going to have a quick look around. Now a lot of people were saying they were interested in Volcano, which is this I believe, Peak. A lot of people interested in the ancient ruins, which are over here, but I'm more interested in seeing how things are spread out vertically as well as density wise of buildings. It's going to be a change from Verdansk is what we're expecting, and I think we can already see that it is a lot less built up. Obviously you have the airport and kind of like the capital city area and the power plant, so this southern border is fairly built up. Similarly, quite a few buildings in the north and a few scattered around on either side. Interestingly enough, I didn't expect there to be quite this much construction in the mines area. I thought we were going to see a lot more kind of open ground, a bit more like quarry, but then I guess it wouldn't quite replicate it in terms of mines. By far the most open area is of course on the volcano, as you'd expect. This is going to be a really interesting fight because if the circle pulls in here, whoever has the high ground obviously has that huge advantage. But also this building, which I can only presume is an observation point of some description for the volcano, is going to be really interesting to see what's in there and what vantage you get over kind of these areas as well. Because we already know that we're pretty sure there's going to be another air traffic control tower in airport, but if you're in airport or ATC, and obviously you'll be able to see kind of this way and this way, but the ground seems to get pretty steep. Even here it looks to get steep, so it suggests it's probably cutting off a lot of the view paths, which is a good thing in my opinion. So this might be the new drop spot, the new most wanted area for anyone that likes to sit back and snipe. It'd be interesting to see just how vegetated this area is. Is it all grassland? Is it shrubbery? Is it, you know, we're going to get some trees down here and then it's going to get more and more sparse as you reach kind of the mouth of the volcano, which you would expect. Similarly, out here on the edge of the ruins, there's a water body it looks like, and then nothing much else. So this is a wide expanse you have to cross, especially if you're in ruins and the circle's pulling this way or even this way. You could fight your way through the village, I guess, and then down this way, but this is a pretty big expanse. Similarly up here you've got these few buildings but nothing much else, and it looks like if you want to cross any expanse to get to a zone, you're going to struggle if you've not positioned correctly, which is pretty interesting. I'd be interested to see how that plays out, if it makes people more aggressive or if it makes people a bit more head for center zone and sit there because we know we're going to get absolutely trashed if we try to cross that area. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm also really interested to see how the water features play out, because obviously at the moment water's a big no-no in Warzone. But these look like some pretty solid rivers, so you'd hope that these are somewhat barriered off, there'll be a way to cross them. That'll be pretty interesting to see. It's been an interesting little drop. You've even got rivers all the way up here running through most of the map, which is pretty cool to see. Again, another pretty open area. There's not that many buildings. It'll be really interesting to see if this shifts the dynamic of how people play, in terms of, will we find all the campers, all the people that want to play slow and, you know, and snipe and go for wins down here, and will we find, you know, more aggressive play up here? Essentially, will capital become the new downtown? I hope not. I hope that the verticality of these buildings is a little less. There doesn't seem to be any huge structures with the exception of this one here. And over on L, oh god, it's sub 10. I've only just clocked that. That's so depressing. That's going to be so ratty in that building, because the map itself is ratty as hell in Vanguard. Moving on, I'm not going to depress myself with that thought. It'll be super interesting to see how things progress. I'm hoping for a slightly more open experience, slightly more aggressive. It doesn't have to be all out warfare all the time, but just something where I'm not going to get shot in the back by someone sat in a dark corner. It'd be preferable, you know, and I don't think that's asking for too much. But expect to see more leaks, that's not the right word, more information, let's go with, over the coming days as we head towards December 8th, somewhere in the Pacific. I'm excited, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get back into Warzone. I want to get back into it properly. I've not played it in months because I just fell out of love with it. But it'll be interesting to see what transpires on this map. I'm hoping for good things, I am hopeful. But let me know your thoughts about the map in the description down below. Where you're going to be dropping most importantly, so I know where to avoid. As always, if you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you all have a good day. I'll see you next time. Bye.